I now give the floor to the representative of Bangladesh.
Thank you, Mr. President. These are unprecedented times, and unprecedented times calls for unprecedented measures. Bangladesh has intervened time and again on multiple paragraphs. Some of our ideas have been reflected in the final outcome document, some have not. For the sake of consensus, we have been very persistent, patient, and would remain so. However, we believe that these are times when we need to take into cognizance what's happening around us. When we had started with WSIS 20 years or more than 20 years before, we had not really thought about where we'd be coming in 20 years, but where we are now. Artificial intelligence is on the roll. It's being rolled out. In just 1 year's time, we have seen what the powers of LLMs could be and how they live a lived life again and again. Internet and access to internet is almost a fundamental human rights now, particularly for Gen Zs and for the youth. We must take that into account. We must take into account the need for market connect to tech, organizations, and the rights-based approach that we have always pursued from the United Nations and other multilateral fora. What we see is that in next 24 to 36 months, many things will happen, many more things will happen. We believe that tech transcendence, technocene, and tech singularity are on the horizon. The next WSIS high-level review, or even for that matter summit and plenary, might have an entirely different set of concourses and discourses. What would we do about that? What we believe is that we have made our points heard during the discussions and also during the side events and also in numerous other occasions where we could intervene or at least put our positions in clear sight and review for the review of our distinguished colleagues from other parts of the world. We believe that in next 7 months, at least 4 of the UN processes will intersect with each other. WSIS, GDC, AI for Good, and Pact for the Future. What we believe is that we need to take into account where those intersection points could be leveraged for the benefit of a common standard for the whole of humanity. The DPI, the DPGs, and also AI will be intersecting with each other. We need new epistemologies. We need new interpretations of the ontologies which are emerging all around us. And WSIS, even if not in the operative paragraphs, but also in its preamble, must take into cognizance of what's around us. While we respect and appreciate what has gone in over the last 20 years, we need to do more. That's where we believe that although we agree with the outcome document, but still the points that we have raised during last 1 month of negotiation, and we thank each colleague from each distinguished participating countries and stakeholders. It's a multi-stakeholder process. We thank each of them for their heartfelt participation, but we will not let go of the points that we have raised, because we believe that these points are not Bangladesh points alone. These points are not even the base of pyramid points alone. These are points for humanity. This great hall where we're sitting all of us here, must reflect, must resonate a voice of hope, a voice of vision, a vision for a grand future together. I rest my case with you. Think about it. Thank you, Mr. President.
I thank the representative of Bangladesh. Distinguished delegates, we have heard the last speaker in explanation of vote after the vote. I would now like to express my sincere appreciation to Her Excellency Suela Yanina, Permanent Representative of Albania to the United Nations, and His Excellency Ekitela Lokale, Permanent Representative of Kenya to the United Nations, who ably and patiently conducted the discussions and complex negotiations in the informal consultations on the draft resolution. I'm sure members of the Assembly join me in extending to them our sincere appreciation. The high-level meeting on the overall review by the General Assembly of the implementation of the outcomes of the World Summit on Information Society is now concluded. May I take it that it is the wish of the Assembly to conclude its consideration of Agenda Item 15. It is so decided.